Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Bibi Aisha, IDBFH 2321028F. Welcome to our journey into the world of human resource management and in a case of Boston Public Limited. Before we dive in, I would like you to imagine this: a company more than 100 years old, respected in its industry, and admired by employees for its fairness, yet suddenly cracks begin to appear in its system. What went wrong? That's exactly what we will uncover today. So, let's begin with the background. Western Public Limited is a very old and reputed company in the manufacturing industry, operating successfully for more than 100 years. It has a large and diverse workforce, over 800 workers, 150 administrative staff, and 80 management level employees. One of the most remarkable aspects of this company is its culture of employee equality. Can you imagine? From the managing director to the factory floor worker, everyone wears the same uniform. Even the cafeterias are designed to reflect equality. Yes, there are two cafeterias at different locations, one near the plant and one near the administration building. But the quality of food, facilities, and infrastructure is exactly the same for all employees. Then, Boston Public Limited is also known for its positive HR practices. There is only one registered trade union, and the relationship between management and the union is extremely cordial. In fact, the company is proud that it has never lost a single day due to strikes, which is rare in this industry. The organization also invests employee welfare and equity schemes, making sure that facilities are fairly distributed. Now, here's something interesting. Their compensation is actually lower than other similar companies in the industry. Yet, most employees don't raise grievances because they are satisfied with the overall benefits and the fairness of treatment. This shows how powerful non-monetary HR practices can be in maintaining harmony. But in recent days, Boston Public Limited has started to face serious operational problems. There have been frequently quality errors in products. Materials have been placed in the wrong packaging boxes. Some items are incorrectly labeled, and in many cases, dispatches are not happening in on time. At first, top management believed these were simply system loopholes, maybe weak process or coordination between departments. But when the HR department looked deeper, they realized the real problem was not in the system at all. It was employee related. So, what was really happening? When HR investigated, they uncovered two main reasons. First, the recruitment and selection. The company had started hiring new employees for higher level post without giving the internal candidates a chance. Think about it. If you are working in a company for years, waiting for promotion, and then someone from outside comes in and takes the role, it would be frustrating, right? Second, the compensation and benefits. The newly hired employees were offered higher salaries than the existing employees in the same position. Naturally, this created dissatisfaction. The impact of both these factors were serious. Existing employees became demotivated. They lost their sense of commitment and started showing a casual approach to work, which explains the errors and delays we saw earlier. And with this, I hand over to my group member who will, and with this, I hand over And with this, I hand over to my group member who will analyze these issues in detail and present the possible solution. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Noman Hussain. My ID is 27. I will discuss about HRM issues in the case. First one is recruitment and selection. New employees are hired to directly hire posts without considering internal candidates. This creates frustration among existing staff who feel overlooked. Adoptive promotion, first policy, and external hiring only when internal skills are insufficient. The second one is compensation and benefits. New hires are offered higher packages than long serving employees at the same time. Violates the principle of equity and leads to restructure pay scales and ensure fairness and incentives to reward to long-term employees. The third one is performance and appraisal. Errors like wrong labeling, late dispatch, poor quality due to employee casual attitude show weak accountability and lack of systematic appraisal. The solution is introduce clear KPIs such as accuracy, timeline, and quality, and link them between appraisal and recognition. The fourth one is motivation and retention. Employees were initially satisfied due to welfare equality, but are now demotivated by fair recruitment and pay practices. According to equity theory, unfair treatment reduces motivation and increasing errors. The solution is provide career development opportunities, recognition program, transparent growth paths to retain talent. The fifth one is employee retention and engagement. And no strikes have occurred, but dissatisfaction is growingly silently. Engagement is weakening because employees feel neglected. The solution is strengthen engagement through open communication, grievance handling, and employee participation in decisions. And the final is conclusion. The problem at Watson Public Limited are not systematic but related to employee and mainly arising from unfair recruitment, unequal compensation, weak appraisal, and declining motivation. By addressing these HRM issues, the company can restore fairness, improve morale, and reduce operational errors. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, this is me, Mumu Ghosh. My ID number is NSH2321002F. Today we are discussing case study 1 and case study 2. My topic is case study 1. I will be discussing the central HR problem of Watson Public Limited. The first problem is external hiring over internal talent. They actually hire externally rather than promoting their internal employees first. Then the second problem is pay disparities. New hires get more pay than existing employees. Third is lack of employee recognition and peer promotions. They lack employee recognitions and they don't really have peer promotion. Next. My next part is central HR problems leads to. It leads to low motivation among the employees and which causes the slowdown of productions. It also lessens the quality and dispatch errors get higher. Next. My next part is complexity of the issue. The complexity of the issue here, the first point is facilities are equal, but recognition are missing. Although the facilities among the employees are equal, but they do lack recognition while doing the good work. And the second one is employees feel undervalued due to not getting fair promotions, and they also get disengaged due to this, and which cause also slow down the productions and which equals to hidden strike actions among the employees, risks of future union conflict. It also put us into a risk of having a conflict between future union. The fifth one is moral and trust in HR is declining. The trust the employees have due to on HR managers are declining day by day. Next. Now I will move to the solutions of these problems. Solution 1, implementing fair internal promotion. It is based on the model of equity theory, which short-term goal is higher morals, which to boost the moral of the employees and also as well as the HR managers. Second is reduce resentment. We have to reduce the resentment of existing employees. Uh, the long-term goals are strong leadership pipeline. Here we have to create a leadership pipeline for the existing employees and also hire HR managers. Okay. Second is higher retention and loyalty. We have to create higher retention and loyalty among the new hires. Next, solution 2, introduce employee recognitions and rewards. It's based on Maslow's esteem needs and Herzberg's motivators. Short-term goals is to boost motivations and quality of work. Second is higher engagement among the employees. The long-term goals are recognition-driven culture. We have to recognize our employees when they do some good works. And the second one is sustainable productivity. We have to sustain our productivity quality. Next, solution 3 is fair pay and career development. It is based on Bloom's expectancy theory. Employees work harder when they believe performance leads to fair rewards. It's based on it's more short-term goals is reduce pay dissatisfaction. We have to reduce the dissatisfactions our employee have due to their less payments. And the second one is build trust in HR policies. We have to build the employees' trust on HR policies of our company. The long-term goal is transparent systems and fairness. We have to ensure the system is transparent and fair. Alleging rewards and performance. We have to reward when the employee performs well. Next, my last topic is strategic HRM links. Alleging HR policies with cause, which ensures equity and fairness among employees. The second one is motivations, which have recognition and rewards. We have to recognize our employees when they are doing good works, and we also have to reward them for it. And the third one is performance alignment, which creates career growth. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Naima Akhtar. My ID is BKH2321037F. Now I'm going to talk about the last part of first case study about Watson Limited Company. My topic is final case report flow. First of all, thank you everyone for your wonderful insights. Since I am the last presenter, I would like to wrap up our case study with a complete analysis of the HRM situation and the key lesson we learned from it. First is title. The case we are discussing is titled Employee Equality versus Employee Recognition, the Hidden Cost of Neglecting Talent. Next slide. Background. Public Limited is an old manufacturing company limited for giving equal facilities to all employees, but recently product quality and delivery have declined. HR found the real cause dissatisfaction. The company hired new outsider at high salary instead of promoting loyal internal employees. Next slide. HRM issues identified. Employee morale and motivation. Employees feel ignored and less motivated because their loyalty and skills are not valued. Talent management and succession planning. The company keeps its own capable staff when filling higher roles, which weakens future leadership planning. Compensation inequity. New employees get higher pay than old employees in the same jobs, creating unfairness. Employee retention. Dissatisfaction is pushing important staff to think about leaving. Lack of recognition. The company gives equal facilities to everyone but does not reward good performance and loyalty, which employees deeply need. Next slide. Stakeholders involved. There are many stakeholders in this company. They are management, HR department, existing employees, and newly hired employees. First of all, management. Senior managers who blame systems problems and don't see the real employees' dissatisfaction. HR department. The HR manager who understands the issue is about people, not just system. Existing employees, long-term staff, and workers who feel unappreciated. New hires employees. They earn more and hold better positions but don't have the same loyalty as older staff. Next slide. Problem statement. Watson Limited Company focuses on giving equal facilities but fails to give proper recognition. By hiring outsiders for senior roles at higher pay instead of promoting capable internal staff, the company has created frustration. This lack of recognition has led to silent resistance, such as poor quality work and slower productions, which now threatens the company's efficiency and long-term stability. Next slide. Alternative solution. Instead of only discussing with management and employees, the company can introduce an internal talent management program. These are internal job posting and promotion policy. When a new position is vacant, it should be announced to existing employees first. This will give them a chance to grow. Second, skill gap analysis. Identify what skills are needed in the future and compare them with current employees' skills to find gaps. Last is training and development. Provide training and mentorship to employees with leadership potential. This shows the company is serious about their growth. Next slide. Recommended strategy. The strategy can be divided into 3 steps. Step 1, immediate actions. Arranging a meeting with all employees where the CEO and HR openly admit the mistake. Assure employees that their concerns are being taken seriously. Step 2, cognition and fairness. Salary review. Adjust salaries to reduce the gap between old and new employees. Performance bonus. Create a transparent reward system where employees are recognized for good performance. Step 3, long-term change. Implement the internal talent management program. Introduce an employee recognition program with awards, appreciation, and small incentives. Next slide. Future outcomes. If these strategies are applied, employees will feel motivated and happy. Productivity and work quality will improve. High-performing employees will stay in the company. The company's reputation will grow and attract new talents. A stronger relationship between management and the union. Next slide. And my last topic, what we can learn. First of all, equality is not equity. Providing equal facilities is not enough. Equity means providing fairness based on individual contributions and need is crucial for employee satisfaction. recognition is a motivation factor. As per Hasberg's theory, the absence of recognition can be a significant demotivator even if other hygiene factors like good facilities and a safe work environment are present, because humans are social beings and they always want to recognition. Internal talent is your greatest asset. Overlooking internal candidates for promotion creates resentment and is a poor talent management strategy. Investing in and promoting from within fosters loyalty and motivation. Proactive HR is a strategic asset. The HR manager's ability to identify the non-obvious human cause of a systematic problem is a classic example of how HR can act as a strategic business partner, not just an administrative function. So, this case reminds us a company can provide equal facilities, but without recognition and fairness, employees lose motivation. True HR leadership lies in balancing equality with recognition.
Hello everyone, my name is Jolok Das. My ID name is 2321014M. Today I am going to present a case study from Human Resource Management. The title of my case is Harsh and Franklin. This case is taken from High-Tech Technology Solution, an IT company, and IT deals with recognition, fairness, and next. Next, case based high technology solution based on real SRM situation. This case based on management graduate Harsh and Franklin. Both of them studied in the same B school and joined the same company. Two employees from same B school, equal talent and qualification, recognition and fairness issue. Harsh is working in HR as an employee counselor and Franklin is working finance as a key finance executive. Both are equally talented, but they face different discrimination or experience inside the company. The case mainly highlighted how recognition and fairness in HR can impact employee satisfaction. Recognition and fairness issue. Next. Industry and organization. The organization is High-Tech Technology Solution, a medium-sized technology service company. It has different like HR, finance, technology, and support. IT technology services company, medium-sized firm, HR, finance, technical support department, etc. Next. Number and type of employee. In this company, there are around 200 employees that include technical staff, process programmer, etc. Technical staff, support staff, management staff, Harsh HR department, Franklin finance department, etc. Next. HR structure and practices. HR manager recruitment, training, appraisal, counseling. The HR department manager recruitment, training, performance appraisal, and employee counseling. However, the appraisal is done and not very transparent. Recognitive in the company is informal promotion, depend on visibility, and manager recommended rather than objective performance. Next. K is the issue, lack of recognition for Franklin, retention risks due to resignation, perceived inequity between Harsh and Franklin, weak and unfair HR system. HR issue from the case, we can identify four main HR issues. First, Franklin feels a lack of recognition while Harsh is valued more. Secondly, Franklin has submitted his, so there is a serious retention issue. Third, Franklin perceived inequity since both have equal qualification but not equal recognition. Finally, the HR system is weak and unfair, which create dissatisfaction. Last, to conclude, this case clearly show the importance of fair recognition and transparent HR practices in a organization should not only focus on performance but also ensure.
Hello everyone, here is MD Rifat Mia. My ID is ASH2321005M. In this case study of Harsh and Franklin at High-Tech Technology Solution, we can identify several important human resource management issues such as motivation and retention, employee relation and engagement, diversity and inclusion, performance management, and appraisal. First, motivation and retentions. First of all, I will describe Franklin perspective. Franklin holds a core finance role which carries heavy responsibility. Despite this, he feels undervalued and under-recognized. His intrinsic motivation, ego, pride, sense of worth is damaged because he perceives that people do not respect him equally. His extrinsic motivation, recognition, praise, visible acknowledgement is missing in this organization, leading to thoughts of resignations. This shows that even a talented and consistent performer can lose motivation if recognition does not match contribution. Now, on the other hand, Harsha perspective. Harsha works in HR counseling, which involves frequent interaction and direct help to employees. Her friendly and approachable personality naturally attracts recognition from colleagues and even non-staff members like security. She remains motivated because her contributions are visible and socially appreciated. Retention is not an issue in her case as she feels valued both formally by management and informally by colleagues. Now, between their issues in organizations, difference between their issues in organizations, both employees are talented, but their motivational levels differ due to recognition gaps. Franklin's resignation's intent highlights how lack of recognitions can cause disengagement. While Harsha thrives in a supportive environment, leaders must ensure that recognition is balanced and fair, not overly depend on personality or visibility. Next slide. Employee relation and engagement. First of all, Franklin perspective. Franklin feels socially excluded in informal settings. In the canteen, he goes unnoticed unless accompanied by Harsha. Even small gestures like the security greetings Harsha but not him make him feel alienated and disrespected. His reserved and egoistic personality makes it harder for him to build strong social bonds at work. As a result, Franklin's engagement is weakening. He participates less, keeps silent in meetings, and distances himself emotionally from colleagues. On the other hand, Harsha perspective. In these organizations, Harsha friendly and approachable behavior enables her to maintain strong informal relationships. She is respected and recognized by colleagues and non-staff alike, reinforcing her sense of belonging. Her positive interpersonal skills create a supportive work environment for her, keeping her highly engaged in both formal and informal workplace activities. Next slide. Now we can identify difference between their issues in organizations. Workplace engagement depends not only on job roles but also on interpersonal relations and social inclusion. First, Harsha benefits from her sociable nature. While Franklin's introversion limits his workplace bonds, this comparison highlights that employers should promote inclusive engagement strategies that support both outgoing and reserved employees. Next slide, please. Diversity and inclusion. First, we'll identify Franklin's perspective. Franklin experienced a lack of psychological inclusion. Despite having equal qualifications, experience, and academic background as Harsha, he perceives that Harsha's contributions are valued more while his efforts are overlooked. This sense of inequity creates frustration as he feels overshadowed despite carrying heavier responsibilities. Psychological exclusion makes him question his self-worth and role in the organizations. On the other hand, Harsha perspectives in these organizations, Harsha feels fully included and respected, both professionally and socially. Her contribution in meetings are acknowledged and her approachable nature makes others value her presence. She enjoys a strong sense of belonging in the organizations. Now, will I will explain difference between their issues in organizations. Next slide. Inclusion is not limited to traditional diversity like gender or culture, it also covers equal treatment, acknowledgement, and belongingness. Harsha experience is high psychological inclusion, while on the other hand, Franklin experienced low psychological inclusion. Leaders must ensure equitable recognitions, avoiding favoritism that can unintentionally exclude some employees. Next slide. Performance management. First of all, I will explain Franklin perspective. Franklin is a constant performer with significant responsibilities in finance, yet he perceives that his contributions are not valued, especially in meetings where his ideas are often ignored. This disconnect between actual performance is strong and perceived recognitions weak, creates frustrations and disengagement. His reserved style makes his contributions less visible compared to Harsha. On the other hand, Harsha perspective, Harsha also performed well, but her friendly and engaging personality ensures her ideas are heard and appreciated in meetings. She receives both formal and informal recognitions, which reinforces her confidence. Her performance is consistently associated with positive acknowledgement, making her feel secure in her role. Difference between their issues in organizations. Performance management should not only. Next slide. Performance management should not only measure output but also ensure fair recognitions and visibility. Biases such as favoring more extroverted personalities can distort performance perceptions. Harsha benefits from this bias. On the other hand, while Franklin struggles, even though his workload is heavier, organizations must bridge this gap by ensuring all employees' contributions are acknowledged equality. Done.
I'm Adhara Olika. My ID norm is 22. I'm going to talk about the main HR problems in this case. The main HR problem in this case is Franklin's lack of recognition, which hurt his ego and motivation. Although he and Harsha have the same qualification and experience, Franklin feels undervalued compared to her. This problem is complex because Harsha's HR role is more visible than Franklin's finance role, and their personalities are a bit different. All these factors create a feeling of unfairness at work. To solve Franklin's problem, we suggest three main solutions. At first, recognition program, which will make his effort more visible and valued. The second is communication and personality development, so he can interact better and gain confidence. And the third is job redesign, giving him more opportunities in meetings and projects to increase his visibility. Now my friend will discuss about each solution in detail. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Jannatul Firdaus Jannat, ID NFH 2321039F. Now I am describe the solution. The first solution is recognition program. According to Hedgeberg and Maslow, recognition is a key motivator. We can introduce monthly awards and peer recognition and also highlight finance contributions in meetings. Next slide. In the short term, Franklin will feel valued and motivated. And in the long term, this builds a culture of peer recognition. Next slide. The second solution is about communication and personality development. Based on social learning theory, we can train Franklin with soft skills workshop and encourage him to share finance update in meetings. Next slide. In the short term, this will improve his visibility and approachability. In the long run, it helps him to grow into stronger leader who is accepted by everyone. Next slide. The third solution is job redesigning. Using Bloom's expectancy theory and SHRM, Franklin can be assigned cross-functional projects and involved in decision-making forums. Next slide. In the short term, his role become more visible and his confidence increase. In the long term, this ensure career growth, sustainable recognition, and employees retention. That's all about my presentation. Thank you.